MLB Network's coverage of Saturday Night Baseball is on the air from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Cy Young, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
And stepping in, Victor Reyes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Here's another 2-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Second.
Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Wow, he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he showed great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
So now to the plate, Al Kaline. Got him reaching there, strike 2.
You could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-2.
2-ball. He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Kaline is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box, Alan Trammell. He loses him on ball 4.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jonathan.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. The set and the 1-1. Castro on second. Trammell on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and two. Here it is. Ripped down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
At the plate, Akil Baddoo. Sent out to straightaway center field. Underneath it now is Lopton, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Tigers strike for a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Tigers are off and running early. It's 1-0. Matthew Boyd will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at Matt Boyd, and, you know, one of the keys for Matt Boyd when he's good, he has that slider, and that's his binky. That's his bread and butter. He needs to have that to be successful. He struggles at times, giving up multiple hits and innings. One of the keys, establish the strike zone early to give him a chance to use that good hard slider.
So now here is Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the 2-1 home. And it's belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he'll make it into third base with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around them.
And this is a base hit as the run will come in to score, and they get that run back here in the first.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Stepping in now, Larry Doby. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Runners off for second. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is in there.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Devo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder cocked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
K-line Moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. With a guy on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And that's taken for a called strike 2. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled away. Doby leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And 2-2. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. High in the air into shallow left center. Trammell ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Indians 2 and the Tigers 1. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions. Come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Batting it, the third baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Into the box now, Jeimer Candelario. This is skied into short left center. Doby comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting 9.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
At the plate now, Eric Haas. Outside 2-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Victor Reyes. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In now, Harold Castro. And it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Up next for the Tigers.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Al Kaline. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Doby gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and next up will be Jim Thome. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1. Cesar Hernandez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So next to hit is Cesar Hernandez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
struck him out.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. On a rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The center fielder, number 7, Kenny Lopton.
2 down with a runner at first. And standing in is the veteran center fielder, Kenny Lopton. Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Ahmed Rosario would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Set. Here's the 3-1. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Here's the 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Cabrera moving to his left. And that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So that brings up the Hall of Famer, Alan Trammell. And it's fouled away. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in his start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, Jonathan Scope. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Akil Baddoo. Fouled off.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Doby is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Larry Doby. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Scope onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back, the designated hitter, Brady Sizemore.
The batter will be Brady Sizemore. The middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, there's another base hit. This is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Sizemore stands at first with 1 out. So now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now perhaps sensing he's going to look to first. And a dive, but he's back. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Baddoo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The right fielder, number 32, Ramirez.
And that'll bring in Trammell. Reyes. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Pitch out.
You got 2 balls,
nothing doing.
1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. One left for the Tribe. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Jeimer Candelario. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Number 13.
In now, Eric Haas. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. That brings up Jim Thome. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the payoff pitch home. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Set and the 1-2 pitch.
Ball in.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baddoo is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
So next to bat will be Roberto Perez. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded back up the middle. Scope is there, and that's the second out.
Center fielder, number 7, Kenny Lopton.
Striding in for the Indians, Kenny Lopton. It was a walk in his last trip. And it's fouled away. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Now a flare out to left center. Trammell ranging into the outfield, and go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And that one yanked just foul. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Another 2-2 offering.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swing and a liner, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Digging in, the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Ted, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Curveball grounded towards second, right to him. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next for the Tigers, Harold Castro. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And they'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Al Kaline.
Next, it'll be Al Kaline. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Three up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail 3-2. Julio Teheran will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 50, Julio Teheran.
Into the box, Larry Doby. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 1-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brady.
1 man out now in the Cleveland 5th, and that brings up Brady Sizemore. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping up is Jose Ramirez as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
No, that's
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Here now the 2-2. Grounder down the line at third.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
The 2-2 one more time. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. Now the 1-1 pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Standing in now, Jonathan Scope. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that leaving the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out one or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
At the plate, Akil Baddoo. To third. Ramirez is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 3-2. In now for Cleveland, Trammell Reyes. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. One pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Jim Thome. And a swing and a miss. As that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He has an even 10 hits in 44 at-bats. He's also cashed in for 6 RBIs against him. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. It's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We got a full count.
This pitch is popped up. Trammell is under it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Up next, Roberto Perez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set the 3-2. Tommy at second with 2 down. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The center fielder, number 7, Kenny.
Big spot here.
Lopton.
First and second, 2 men gone. And standing in is the veteran center fielder, Kenny Lopton. The set and the 2-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. Fastball right back to the mound. And we'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 5-2. New inning set to get underway, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
This one's flared toward left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. In now, Jeimer Candelario. Pitch is popped up. Tommy has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, number 13.
Next up for Detroit, Eric Haas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Ball even at 2-2. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. A bouncer up the middle. Rosario brings it in. There's one. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
At the plate now, Victor Reyes. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. From the belt, the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by one check swing holding up.
3-2 pitch. Popped up. Rosario is there for it. And that retires the side. Tigers lead 1. They trail 5-2.
7th inning stretch.
Stepping in once again is Larry Doby. He bounced out last time up. Tehran sets. 1-1 pitch on its way. Hit to short. Trammell brings it in. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
2 balls.
2 balls and a strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Doby gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Next to stand in is Jose Ramirez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. Grounded to the right. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the
Boy,
right
that's
fielder,
one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Joey Wentz will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Trammell Reyes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to third. throw won't get him. And that'll score the runner from second to make this a 6-2 ball game now.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
To the plate now, Jim Thome. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Hit the other way out toward right field. K-Line is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Next, here is Roberto Perez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Kenny Lopton. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he's safe.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5. So he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt, making a bid for player of the game.
Tyler Alexander enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Tyler Alexander.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. To 2-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Phil Maton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And now Harold Castro, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 2-1. Here it is. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Reyes is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next,
and there are the final numbers for the Indian starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Into the box, Al Kaline, able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
In now, Alan Trammell. This is in the air to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Indians lead it 9-2. So now to the plate, Larry Doby's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Brady Sizemore. Popped him up. Haas over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now to the plate, here is Jose Ramirez. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. Or to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Here's Jonathan Scope now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Now the 2-1. This one's down to third.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready now is Akil Baddoo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-1. Liner towards second. Throw on to first to be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
Up next to the Tigers, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Next to hit, Miguel Cabrera. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, a nice win, and man, was the offense explosive. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to blow this one open.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Cy Young earns the win, his second. Matthew Boyd was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.